cabinet space there, big cabinet space there. That is for like a trash can. Two kinds of trash cans for biohazard and regular trash. And there's the loops to hold them on there. Then there's a space below the jump seat for whatever you want to put there. There's also a space under the bench seat for 2 oxygen D-tanks with Ferno tank holders. So I put that there. And then there is space under the bench seat here for pillows, blankets. Pretty shallow, but that's the only side that's accessible because the other side has drawers and sharps container. So, let me go over here. It has a carbon monoxide alarm and detector, so if there's fumes coming from the exhaust pipe or something that are getting into the ambulance, if it gets to a certain level, it'll alarm, and it's pretty loud. You can test it. I really don't want to do that right now because it's really loud. There's an intercom system with the driver, so there's a speaker that you can talk back and forth with the driver, but it is powered by your radio. So whatever your two-way radio is, whatever Motorola or Kenwood, whatever kind of radio you use, it needs that amplifier to operate. So let's see. Let me connect my test tank, and then I'll show you that. There's also, I didn't know if above the CPR seat, there's another little compartment there. All right, hold on one second. Okay, so if you look on that digital readout, you can see there's in the house tank there's 1,959 pounds, almost a brand new tank. When it gets down to only 100 pounds, it'll start to alarm to let you know you need to switch over to portable oxygen, D-tank, or something. So here's on 25 liters there. There's that. It's got a second outlet there. And then over here for the bench seat, if there's a patient on this side, another outlet. So all those work fine. Let's see, what else can I show you? There's that. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so our switches here. We got our dome light. So right now they're on high. So you see that? That's off, and that's low. That's high for that side. Then for the other side, you got off, low, and then that's high. For the fluorescence, it's on a timer, so you turn it off if you don't want the fluorescence, or you turn them on if you don't. The timer's good for an hour. So there's that. Let me put those back on. And then, of course, you've got your IV hooks. There's 4. Those little guys there, Bam Bam. And over here, those. And then there's a switch for the inverter, but they took the inverter out, and we don't have a need for an inverter, so we didn't bother putting one back in. Oh, the exhaust vent. So if there's some kind of fumes back here that you want to get rid of, there's 2 vents to suck out the fumes. And then for the air conditioning heat, it's this unit here. So this is all inclusive, all the fan speed, the temperature, heat or cold, all from this unit here. So it's on cool. You can probably see that little green light flashing where it says cool. And then the fan level is right there on those. So if you want fan down, then you can see the little things going down. And then I don't know if you can hear but they calm down quite a bit. So if you want up for maximum oomph, you might be able to hear that. And then there's all of those. So it's set at 78. Now that's another thing that's pretty cool is if you just if you want to hit auto, it'll go wherever you want it to go. Let's see, how do we go off? Whoops, we don't want to off. We want cool. So to tell you how much what the temperature is right now, if you want to go cooler, you just hit the cooler. If you want to go warmer, you hit the warmer. If you want heat, you hit heat. And then you set the heat to say, let's say 80 degrees. And then it'll just, kick on until it reaches that goal of 80 degrees, and then it'll shut itself off. But let's go with the cool for now, because it's a little warm out. Oh, and then there's a volume control for the radio. You can probably hear the radio up here. So there's that, and then if the patient, for whatever reason, wants music, there's speakers over there. So you just turn this up, and now you got music. Yeah, I don't know. I've been a paramedic for a long time. I don't know under what circumstances you would want to play music during a rescue, but I don't know. If it's a stable patient and everything's fine, and I don't know. Or maybe if you're just at the station, you're cleaning the ambulance, doing a restock, it would be cool under those circumstances, but it has that feature. Also, there's reach through for the oxygen right there if you want to turn the tank off or on. And I think I covered everything back here, yeah? Let's see, what's that? There's, flood cutoff. So when the side doors open, the floods, come on. If you want to kill it, you can do that. I think there's one back here too, yeah. So when you open the rear doors, the rear floods come on if you want to cut those too. You can. Oh, it also has power door locks. So you can see right there, see that little lever going back and forth? So that's cool, and that locks, when you do your door up here in the front, it locks all the rear doors, all the exterior cabinet doors, and all that. There's another one over on this door. So you can see that. There's that. And then this little armrest can go up. You have to put the pin in if you want it to stay up, because it's like spring loaded and it'll come down. That's to catch you from falling in the cabinet. So you can probably tell it's huge back here. So if you're looking for a massive ambulance, this is your guy right here. This thing is big for critical care transports, or it's a great ambulance for a cardiac arrest, because you could have 4 people back here without being on top of each other. So let's look at the cab. And then when you open the doors also, these lights come on. Show you. Those go on. And then you can see that one's not on, but as soon as we open the door, it just knows to come on. So, so there's that, and there's a look at the headliner and everything. Okay, let's look in the front.